So Gabe Newell, the boss over at Valve, just gave his opinion on which console he thinks is better, and he said the Xbox Series X. We're going to discuss that today, but before we do, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. We are all Xbox all the time. We've got an Xbox podcast that we come out with each and every single week. If you're into Xbox, if you like all things Xbox, then hit that subscribe button, follow this channel, and let's do this. Ever since the Xbox One X, Phil Spencer has said on multiple occasions that he never wants the Xbox to be the lesser powerful of the consoles in the console space. He always wants Xbox to own the title, the most powerful console in the console space. And it's starting to look like he's done that with the Xbox Series X. The question really is, which of the two consoles is better? It ultimately is going to come down to games, but what we have right now is hardware in front of us. We also have services such as Game Pass in front of us. Gabe Newell, the founder, the boss at Valve, said that he would rather have an Xbox Series X over a PS5 at this point. Now, Newell briefly discussed his opinion of the upcoming console generation on the Project NZ, a New Zealand talk show. This was spotted on the Xbox X subreddit. This is a news story over at GamesRadar.com. I'll link the news story in the description below. He was asked which console he thinks is better, and Newell succinctly replies. He says, quote, the Xbox. And why is it better? Because it is, he says.
Question for you. This Christmas, PlayStation and Xbox are both coming out with new consoles. Which is better?
The Xbox.
Really?
Why?
Because it is.
Now remember, Newell here is talking hardware. He's a game developer. So this is a good sign if you are an Xbox fanboy. Your machine from someone who creates games is just better. That's basically what he's saying right here. This doesn't mean that the Xbox is going to sell more. This doesn't mean that the Xbox is going to be preferred among gamers over the PS5, but it does mean that if you're a developer trying to get the most out of your game, at least according to Gabe Newell, the Xbox is the way to go. It's just better, as he says it. Ultimately, this could be irrelevant. Ultimately, the name of the game is the game, and we've yet to see whether or not Xbox is going to be able to compete with PlayStation on the game front. Are they going to have those massive AAA single-player titles that hardcore gamers over on PlayStation have come to love and adore? That has yet to be seen. If going off of the Xbox Game Showcase is any indication, right now that answer is a giant question mark, and some people would lean to say no. However, remember, we have not yet seen all of the content from all of the new first-party developers that Microsoft has picked up. We also didn't really get to see gameplay outside of Halo Infinite. We really didn't get to see gameplay of any games. I would imagine they're holding that in their back pocket until the Xbox Series X hardware reveal this August. So what does this mean? Let's summarize this all up. Valve boss Gabe Newell, he would rather have an Xbox Series X than a PS5. I think it's a good sign for Xbox owners. If you're an Xbox fanboy, I mean, having a big-name developer come out and just say that. Remember, we also have Digital Foundry that basically came out and said, yes, this is absolutely a powerhouse. The thing that the Xbox Series X is able to do, is capable of doing, blew Digital Foundry's mind. The potential is there. The potential is there for Xbox. The potential is there for Xbox to succeed. The power is there to take gaming to a new level. Are they going to be able to do it? Are they going to be able to do it with games? I mean, Game Pass, I think, is going to be a success, but Game Pass is different than games, right? Game Pass is this service that has a bunch of games, and ultimately, I think that's a really smart move to go. But are they going to be able to peel people away from the PlayStation 5, from other consoles, to come over to Game Pass, to come partake of the Xbox content library? Only time will tell ultimately, and it's gonna be up to games. What games are in that Game Pass? What games are offered there? I am not someone that is down on Xbox. I'm actually pretty up on Xbox, obviously, but I do think we're going to see more, and I do think Xbox knows this. I do think the reason they're picking up all these developers is to develop games to compete on a world stage with those AAA single-player hardcore games that PlayStation has dominated this last generation with. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think this is anything? Do you think Gabe Newell is correct? Do you think he's wrong? Let me know. Leave your comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. We are all Xbox One all the time. We'll see you guys next time.